So today is attempt 3 of trying to flat spin 360 a car in the air. We've got an amazing setup. We have the family Huckster, and we're gonna see what happens. Where are we? Minnesota?
Your entire mustache is frozen.
I just got out of the car 2 seconds ago. This is horrible. I hate this cold so freaking much, but it's the only place I can feel it now. It really is frozen. This is the only place that we can get this done. So I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna get up to hopefully around 120, 110, 100 maybe. Yeah. Put it into a spin, and I'll know on the first spin if I'm kind of going the right way. If I'm not, I'm gonna stop the spin, and I can't stop the speed, but at least that way I'm aimed, so when I hit, because if I'm aimed this way, I'm here at 100 miles an hour. I can't stop with the best traction in the world before hitting that pole.
It's gonna have snow as high as the white ribbon on it. I mean, it's gonna be well padded. And the other thing I can do is put little, like over here, I can put a safety berm here. I can put other berms like this. So you're like, berm, 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 before you even get there.
It's gonna be bermed.
I'm gonna have berm, it'll be like a half pipe that guides you to safety.
Dan is the man with the plan. We tried this once. We had a warm front and then a polar vortex, and it was also came down to like -30 freaking degrees. Yeah. This man worked his butt off around the clock, not only putting on a test for Subaru that like during the day, but at night getting fire trucks stuck on the side of a hill. So you kind of jack of all trades.
I do it all, yeah. I like it's fun, you know. These projects are just a good time, and we learned a lot on that first one that we're trying to make right on this one. That's why we're here at a lake, to get that rotation going, and the jump part's the part we got to get right.
Well, the day started off at -20. We're at -5 right now, which is actually a real improvement from earlier. But the tears in my eyes keep freezing.
I keep crying, but it's freezing.
Yeah, I told you that. That's what I was just explaining. The water in your eyes freezes right now.
Yeah, but I'm crying. It's like, it's so cold, I'm naturally just crying. It's just, this is horrible. What I need is basically ice without more and less traction. So as you can see, the snow kind of makes this difficult. I saw one of the owners of Vermont Sports Car, Lars, after somewhere in Vermont had just frozen over, and he took his Subaru and he went as fast as the car would go and put it into a slide, as fast as I've seen any car spin, going about 100 miles an hour. And I thought, how cool would it be to set a ramp up on the ice and just launch in a cyclone? But last year here, they only got a couple inches of thickness. So we decided that it'd be safer to not land on the ice, because that would suck if you cycloned and then went through it. This year,
28 inches.
Yeah.
Do you know how cold it has to be for how long to get 28 inches of ice?
I don't, but it was -22 degrees this morning. And yeah.
Okay, next time, can you pick like a summer activity?
They took the top little layer off. It's good because it added a little bit of traction to the side. We still got to take a little more of this. So Dan thought the snowblower was going to be working, but it's frozen. So he's going to be spending the rest of the foreseeable future,
72 hours.
the next 72 hours in loader, moving snow, because we can't make it because it's too cold to make snow.
That's the gist of it. It's too cold to make snow, if you can believe it.
For the original Gymkhana, I tried to do a 360, and I realized that the car has to spin center axis, kind of like a monster truck, like we call it.
Or a Subaru doing a cyclone.
Cyclone, yeah, right. So in order to get a cyclone, we have to get ice. So we went to Vermont. I used a brat. I ended up bending the brat in half. Nothing worked. It was absolute horrible. Hell froze over.
The conditions not quite able to do the 360, but when all the kids, all the teachers, all the police and fire and farmers had all taken off work, we couldn't disappoint. We had to put on a show.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it.
We made it! We made it! And we're back out here today to try to do it again. I'm gonna try to hit that ramp that we gotta build in the next couple of days in a polar vortex at over 100 miles an hour to get the car to do at least one full 360. The goal is a 720. It's like the
I go 900.
900 backwards.
You might land backwards.
I prefer to land
Anyway,
forward.
long story short, Trav's either gonna do a world's first out here today, or he's gonna start looking for a new job tomorrow.
So right here, we have a loader. We got Dan, he's been working all night. This is the Subaru dealership right here, as you can see. And we are helping them clean out their parking lot of snow so we can use the snow to make the jump to do the 360 in the Brat. Sorry, the Huckster. It's almost pretty still wrong. Look at that.
Plus 2 degrees.
Yeah,
And we're
This thing says 0.3, so we need it above 0.
we are above zero. I have to say, this 20 degrees is huge. Yesterday,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die. Today, I'm like, I'm going
Yeah.
to die in like 5 minutes, but I'm not going to die.
Yeah.
We're
Finally out of the deficit.
Yeah,
we're not,
absolutely.
We don't owe anything.
We will add this to
All
my
right.
list of ones.
They're not going to be getting any sleep, so we're just going to keep the black rifle coming.
No sleep for the wicked. 2 a.m. last night.
All right, so we decided to move the jump 200 feet off of shore, which means that no matter what happens, I won't be flying when I hit a tree. So the problem with this is we now have big cracks, and they're gonna probably get bigger and bigger. Now it's so cold right now, we actually just hit 0 degrees, like exactly 0 Fahrenheit. So the water that comes up through the cracks should just freeze, and it shouldn't come up to the top. On the day of the jump, we're gonna have a warm front come through. It's gonna get up to like 35. So we gotta come out here in the morning, make sure we don't have any water coming up through these big cracks caused by the weight from the snow.
Why is the water a problem?
If it cracks the ice because we have so much weight on from the snow and the
Right.
takeoff, the water would come up through, and then
What does that do?
it stops the
It
rotation.
just makes it more slippery, doesn't it?
No. If it's a puddle, no. If it's a puddle,
See,
we're
I didn't know
screwed.
that. Now I'm glad you guys know that. Detroit Lakes is about 10 miles from the Sea Boys,
It's next to Cormont Lake, which is the
What-
sea.
which is what the C in Sea Boy stands for.
I
So
had no idea.
we learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, it's open. How's it going?
Anybody?
Really good. Uh-oh, he's running away.
That's really good.
So the motorcycles. Why was that?
Never
was not
feels
the
good
reaction.
when people start running.
That wasn't the reaction I was expecting.
No.
Oh, it's Cam. Dalton, nice to meet you. Dalton? Yeah. Hi.
I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you.
It's awesome though, man. You guys got so many cool stuff.
Yeah, we got it. We'll go check out the other shop too. We got a shop that's kind of more set up for like building.
This is what Pastrana land used to be like before everyone had kids.
So the goal is to go as fast as the car will go, like 120 miles an hour. Pitch it as fast as it'll go, like this, and then take off probably going about 100.
That's gnarly.
I don't know. We'll tell you in a minute.
Hold on. So did you get?
Why here? Like, why within 15 minutes of us? Like, that's crazy coincidence.
To be fair, I spend a lot of time here. This is actually my best rally. I have 11 wins here. Because you guys got the best roads on earth. And while we were here after the rally, potentially having a couple adult beverages, one of the guys was like, "Oh, dude, we can get a Zamboni on the lake, and it freezes every winter." And I was like, "Perfect." So I pitched it to Subaru and was like, "Hey, let's go there." And then we got here, and
Can't even get the Zamboni started.
Really? You know it's cold when the Zamboni won't even start.
but I was wondering, so the world record for spins for donuts is something in 10 seconds. I think it was like 10 or 12. I think we could do way more than that. Cyclone, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What he's trying.
Hold on, define we.
What he's trying to ask is
Define we.
which one of you wants to ride along.
I got a passenger seat. I just figured that.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Yeah. Wait. So.
Yeah. What about a hot dog?
You know,
Hot dog eating contest, and then do it.
If you throw up, you're gonna have to clean it. And if,
Yeah.
and if I crash the car, I'm fired from Subarus. There's the consequences keep getting more and more as this goes on. Yeah. Let's see how many revolutions a second we can get before I puke.
Yeah.
And if I black out, you're gonna have to take the wheel.
Yeah. Imagine.
This is where the car warms up. They said it's got to be at least 70 degrees or 60 degrees or something before they can try to crank this thing over because the oil viscosity and the tolerances of the motor are too tight. So yeah, takes a team of engineers to start this thing up. They know what they're doing. They kind of safeguarded it so no idiot can just start it in the cold. Stunt dogs over there, and a petting zoo, and a one-of-one custom rally car.
It would be pretty cool if this was just a berm, like you land and just like bank up around the tree.
Talladega corner.
Yeah, Talladega ice berm.
Yeah, and then right back out for lap 2.
I hope it's right back out for lap 2. They do have, look at this, it's really banked, it's a funnel. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a half pipe for a car on an ice ride, sliding spins. I think it'll probably work, but the takeoff is there, over there, and it's here, over here.
You want to rephrase that?
No, the takeoff right here
Is here,
and the takeoff there is there. It's not.
This is why people have trouble building stuff for you. It's just
I need the takeoff to all be the same point. Look at this. What's that degree right there?
That's top. Sloping off a little bit.
Sloping off a little bit. It's like 1 degree.
I think they haven't like drug it.
Okay, we'll go with that.
They gotta ice it too. Maybe the ice will blow it out.
Oh, wow, look at this.
You're gonna pick up a little bit of traction over here, buddy. Put some grass in there. Dude, it's crazy, like even with just my shoes, like there's certain spots, oh God, that are really slick, and there's certain spots where like my shoes grip up.
Where did the grass come from?
It's on the bottom of the, that's how shallow the lakes are. It's only like a foot deep right here.
Oh, interesting. See, this is why it might have been better just to do it in the center.
I think we better do it in the summer.
So you can't do it. That's the whole thing about Frozen.
I never saw the movie. The kids movie?
Yeah, I have seen it a lot.
They do
actually.
this?
I can recite that one.
I was honestly thinking that the car would pull to the left because you're spinning
Well,
left.
it's gonna pull to the left now.
Well, I was thinking that, but now that you're already aimed left,
You're gonna go way left?
yeah, you might end up in the trees, man.
You were supposed to be positive to help lift me up.
When am I ever positive?
Today?
Okay, all right. You got this, man. Everything looks great. Looks like Hubert built it.
It's not positive.
That was a compliment. Hubert's a good builder. So they didn't want to build the jump on the ice because they're worried about the weight of the jump or the machine and the whatever, that it would push water up. So this is all the water that came up from them building the jump on the ice.
This is going to be, I plan on this snow that I'm going to buy excess. This is going to be what builds the berm versus trying to bring more in.
Say I'm all the way over here.
Yep.
Like, and I take off. I still want to get the spin, and then I'll just stop me before we hit the tree. Like, it'll be a hard stop, but
10-4.
the in run, it's going to be hard to get up to speed in the amount of room that we've allocated without having studs in the tires. But if we use studs in the tires, it's going to catch the grass. It's going to slow it down. It might make the car fly a little wonky if it's pulling backwards on the takeoff. So we still have a lot of what ifs, a lot of maybes, and a lot's going to need to go right for this to be success.
This is a tale about overcoming adversity and problems. We're going for an Oscar.
I'm just going for please, 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 God, don't end up in that tree upside down with the Huckster.
People may not care about the stunt, but the story is what matters. The story is going to get us recognition and reward. Eat your heart out, James Cameron. Dick.
Most of the time now is going to be in icing it.
Yeah.
Which Brandon and I are all set up. The pump's good because we're just going to make it rain. And it's going to be cold tonight, so.
But I think the only issue is the grass coming up from it.
Is there any way we can flood that a little bit or no?
Yeah, but oddly enough, it doesn't like feather out real nice. It'll kind of get to a point and stop, and you'll have all these little ridges everywhere.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, because it freezes so quick.
Yeah. You're never going to feel that grass.
Okay.
Like ever. Yeah, so the way that snow is, the more you manipulate it, the softer it gets, the more it's going to pack. So you just have to get it to that point where you can feather it out real nice, right? And then it's going to harden. So sometimes you only get one shot at it, depends on what you're doing.
Starting right at the end of your track. Right there. Down.
Good.
Perfect. All right, so what you just did right there is he took off that last little bump, which would have potentially flipped the vehicle. So,
What do you think the success rate is going to be on this? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'd say it's a 7. It's a solid 3/4. I don't have all of the information to answer the variables accurately, but I think based on the little information I have and the work this man's put in, I'd say we got better than a 50-50 odds that it's going to do at least one full spin in the air.
Hey boys! How's it going? Yeah! Don't ride the nuclear warhead!
Oh, that's Armageddon. That's different.
How'd you guys make water?
Just hoping a prayer. Dude.
It's too cold to make water.
Let's not talk about it.
We know the recipe for snow and ice. We haven't figured out how to make water yet since we've been here.
It just makes ice. Like, we got what? No, we got ice. We got a solid.
We keep pressure in the line.
Oh.
If we
No, we
let
lost pressure. Turn
It's okay, the pressure's there. He's just did it.
The boys worked all night. Jeff, Dan, super thankful for everything they put in. This turned into a huge undertaking and a big old project, but I've got walls to kind of hold the car in. They don't look as soft as I mean, those look soft, but now they're kind of frozen.
On a scale of 1 to hay bale, how soft do you think they are?
Hay bale. It's like they just lined this thing with hay bales for me.
Hay or concrete hay bale?
Left 2. Oh, fuck me.
I told you.
So this is how much ice got put on top of the snow. And they took a chainsaw and actually cut through that and then took the rest out of the machine. Yeah, so we got an inch and a half of ice on top of that. That's pretty good.
Well, I mean, today's spinning practice day and tire. We got to figure out which tire is going to be the most
100%.
reliable.
And Subaru also said the jump is too big, which I don't think, but they're going to look at me and look at you in the eye and say, is the Huckster 100% not going to get hurt?
Yeah,
and I can look him in the eye and say, off of that jump, it is not. But I cannot look him in the eye and say that I'm going to be able to stay straight through these banks. So can we get another couple inches out of this bank?
Yeah. Push the banking back. We'll make that windrow further back.
So then I can spin
And
this
we
way
can-
to see if it's consistent on the spin.
Yeah, we can get the spin in.
So cold. I got little booties though. This is keep my feet warm. Alpine Stars boots are fireproof, but they're very breathable.
I don't know why people think he's so cool.
All right, so
how to get there,
today's
right?
goal. I have two things. One, can I put it in a slide and hold the same heading? Two, I need you guys to film. I need to figure out how long it takes from the time I flick it to the time I get at least 1 revolution per second, or this doesn't work at all.
I'm Smalls, man. Hi, Smalls. Hey, how's it going? What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Yeah, we didn't know. Maybe rip them.
Yeah, if you guys want it.
Yeah, hey, we're trying to film over here, huh?
More sense, like when he was telling us the idea, it didn't make any sense. I didn't understand how that was gonna be noticeable, but like I guess you'd have to like really get it with it to keep spinning. I think if he hits this rim perfectly, he'll do more of the 360. You think so? I think so.
A rally car would have more suspension than that. That was set up for Gymkhana, so it's like just for asphalt. So it doesn't have
So it's
much.
pretty stiff. Like with a jump like this going to flat, you can have all the suspension in the world.
You're still gonna bottom out. The funny thing is, like, Subaru, like, rally team just got here, looked at it, and they're just like, dude, you're gonna break your back. And his whole plan for safety was he's just gonna use bubble wrap.
What?
He's gonna bubble wrap the seat. I'm like, dude, that's not gonna help you, but he's gotten this far in life on his own. I just let it go.
I like
No,
the
it's the
idea.
little bubbles.
Oh, that's not.
I feel like you can't.
I like the idea of like a triple layer of bubble wrap that you don't pop until impact.
That's what I said. I really hope there's audio in the car that lands. It's like pop, 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 pop.
Dude, I got so dizzy that last time. I stopped and I couldn't tell. I was stopped for a while and I'm like, I don't know which way's up. Still can't. The eyes
It's
are
just
still-
kind of like puttering forward, like, you feel good in there?
I'm not. I was not okay. We're just trying everything. So we tried no spikes, and it really just took too long to get it to spin. 4 studded tires. It
real quick so I can mix this.
wouldn't spin enough, fast enough. Like it would spin right away. So then we took the only spikes on the front, and it spun it quickly. But we're just, and that's probably the best option. But now we're going to try to cross it, like Sebastian Loeb always did.
Yeah.
So we'll see if a little bit of traction on the front, a little bit of traction on the rear, but only half as much.
Yeah.
Might work. Who's ready to puke?
Me.
All right.
It looked good. Now that we're seeing it in person, like everything
What,
checks
all right,
out.
what are my odds on this, guys?
Now that I've seen it, your odds are 58%.
That's actually better than expected. All right.
I was a lot more confident after seeing you do it.
Yeah.
Like I
But-
think the momentum that you're gonna have seems like it makes sense.
Because even when it's spinning fast, like I was thinking I get 2 revolutions a second, but even that fast spin wasn't that, I don't think. Well, we looking at over 1 though?
Oh, you're over 1, I think.
Over 1. That's really, I'm
can't
going to be
really
in the
tell
air
if it's 2 in a second. I'm not looking at the stopwatch.
for 1.2 seconds at 100 miles an hour. Realistically, I'm going to lose some speed. It'll go about 120, 130, but I don't know that I'll get full speed. So let's say you start the spin at 100, you hit it at 80 in the air for 1 second. My goal is to get at least a car 360. I was hoping for a 720, but we'll see.
All right, now we're official.
How did I reset this? I don't, it's a clock.
So you're starting at about 70 miles an hour, and you can see as you're rotating the car, your speed is changing, so you're getting these spikes. That's what I'm using to mark your rotations. So I would say your first rotation is really this here, which is 2.1 seconds, and you're already going, you know, if I grab the top of that, 55,
And we start at?
70
Okay, and then the second rotation?
is 1.6. But your speed didn't drop that much, to 2 miles an hour.
And then the third rotation?
1.3.
1.3?
Yep.
Amazing you can collect that.
I never thought we'd be using this data for spins and ice, but thank you guys so much. Can
I can see it, James.
we get him a helmet?
Are you concerned that he's wearing a fire suit and you're not? No. The cool thing is there's a scuba tank on your door in case you guys end up in the water.
That's
That's only in my door.
But
Oh, it's
what
just
we-
in his door. Reach over and grab his scuba
I
tank.
am like fire prone, so you should have a fire extinguisher in there.
He is.
The boss is right there. This is a completely bulletproof car. Like, it has been through hell. The only time I've ever messed it up, it was doing donuts, because I got really dizzy and I just was like holding it all the way tight, and the power steering like popped out.
That's how my car started on fire.
Yeah, so
So it's the power
all
steering.
right, we've both been there.
Is this a common thing in the cold? Chin warmers?
No, I got my wisdom teeth taken out today.
Looks warm. I'm a little jealous.
No, it's cold. It's an ice pack.
It's cold?
It's cold.
You don't need it, dude. My whole face is frozen.
Dude, this is warm.
Didn't we just see you guys like 2 days ago?
I got them taken out this morning.
Wow, what a
Like,
trooper.
Literally, actually about 5 hours ago.
And they put you right back to work.
I just came back.
New policy, because you catch things on fire and I catch things on fire, you gotta wear a fireproof suit.
Okay, you got it.
Very good.
Does he need bubble wrap?
No. If he needs bubble wrap, I done up.
How you feeling about this?
Oh, the donuts? Yeah, great. Yeah, this thing on pavement is the most badass vehicle. It's the most badass brick you've ever seen. that's how we're gonna take.
Whoa!
So the goal is to take off like that.
Oh my gosh!
Can you see anything?
I couldn't. I was blind from the spinning, I guess.
So we stayed straight that time, so that's good.
Yeah, that is a lot more G's than I thought it would be.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Mike, you keep the hot dogs down?
Kept him down.
Let's go, baby.
Dude,
How was it?
when we reach peak velocity, you just lose vision.
Really?
Yeah, like straight up, you're just spinning so fast, it's just like, just turned blurry. Everything turned blurry. And so like his awareness while spinning that fast is really impressive.
Dude, I thought he was piling up into the snowbank for sure.
All right, 7 a.m. day of the jump. How'd testing go?
About as bad as possible. Almost caught the car on fire. And we learned a little bit about tires, but couldn't get the spin. So we had one of the guys go out there and recut everything so there's no snow anywhere, because this one area that's polished is only right before the jump, which is great. But we have no idea what the polished area is going to do, if it's going to understeer or spin sideways. So I'm like, look, I need a testing run that's just like my jump run. So we're going to try that today, this morning at 7:30, hopefully right at sunup, and hopefully it just works. Do you believe in magic?
Why wouldn't it work?
Science.
Oh,
I think science.
the science is out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. We're not really good with math.
Or not good at taking tests either.
No, we just kind of just like to send things and see how it works. I mean, this will stop the spin completely.
You got to be one with the ground. It's gonna work, Trav. Oh, promise. Ow.
That's gonna bruise.
It's slippery. It is slippery.
So the water came out. So if you look at this over here, like if the tires hit this snow they put, it's super grippy. So like if I go up this side, it's gonna grip up, stop the rotation, bounce me, flip me. My area to hit is less than 2 car lengths wide. So now, although we spent all week with negative temperatures, that was not ideal to do anything we needed, and the snowblower didn't work, and we had to rent trucks and manpower. Now it's not cold enough to freeze overnight, so it would take a week to, with the conditions that we have, we'd just be freezing at night. So there's a chance the car would go through the takeoff and flip it. So it's tomorrow might not be an option either.
So do you feel like you're going to be pressured with the whole town here to do this, or are you going to make the call you think's right?
Well, I'm going to take the test. I'm going to do my due diligence to go off, and that's what last time I ended up just destroying. Not a nude brat, but it was new to me. It was a really cool brat, and got it in half because the town came out, and it's like, well, I got to do something, and it was fun. But yeah, it's a disappointing. I'm disappointed in myself, not in anybody else. Just that, we had a week to get this out and I failed. So we'll see. It might work. Oh, it smells good in here. Yeah, it does. This smell right here is funny. Like Addie, just you kind of grew up around just the dirt bikes and on tour. Like she walks into a shop and it's the one cool thing about like being a father. And she walks in, she's like, "Oh, it smells like childhood." It's like awesome. So yeah, it smells like fun to me.
Smells like they should probably open a window and operate better ventilated conditions.
he's crying.
My eyes are watering a little bit. Was that 112 octane?
If I hit it at 60, I should have about exactly 1 second in the air. So my goal would be that.
Yesterday, you went from, I don't remember what I said, 70 to 40. From 70 to 40 in what? In like...
Revolutions?
Yeah, it was very quick.
Okay.
I can look at it again. I got it.
No,
well, just so you know, I mean,
yeah.
it was that he was just looking at it this morning, but yeah, it slows down in there.
Question. If we were to put just one tire studded, would it be on a spinning left? Would it be front left or front right?
You want to spin to the left?
Yes.
I think I would go right so that it's the leading.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I would go the opposite. I would say the left front because that's the one that usually rotates around doing like axle donuts.
Yes. Well, I'm just thinking when you initiate the turn, having more grip on that.
Yeah, that way you're pulling yourself in a circle.
Yeah, because if you have the dragging tire as the studded one, I don't think
it might pull it out. I'm gonna go with the engineer on this, I think.
Well, I'm not.
Oh no! Now you're not the engineer.
By feel, that sounds right to me.
Can we take the front left and just put the Yokohama non-studded? Sweet. There we go. Less drag.
All right, you want some numbers?
I'll take some numbers. What do you got, sir?
All right, we got one rotation in it's 1.1.
In what?
1.1.
That's the fastest?
That's the fastest. So that's what you got to do. Oh, you got 1 second here, maybe. That spin where you couldn't see where you were going and what was happening, you were perfectly stationary. That was how fast you had to go. At 100 miles an hour.
80. Here's basically what I've told Subaru. We've got to be able to be going at least 60 miles an hour on the third spin. Be able to hold it. I mean, we've got 2 car lengths. We've got to hit it at that speed. So we basically have to, whatever the speed is, I have to be confident that we can spin by the third rotation around 1 second. 1.1 is fine. Still going 60 miles an hour. Those are the parameters for taking a risk with the vehicle.
So we have the data in the car to be able to tell how fast he's spinning and how long it took him to get there and how much speed he's losing during the spins. So it creates a very knowable window, right? So if we recreate the window out here so he can practice getting into that window as if this were the jump, then he just has to simply do it on the jump itself and he'll know exactly what he's doing every time. Trying to create as much consistency in the process as possible.
That just got me so jazzed up. I think we're gonna run up the cone bill on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna
Go watch where the spinning tracks are.
That is one pass closer to success right there.
If we cut just enough off the jump where I think we could get more than, like, we could do this more regularly, then just cut up. I mean, there's still the flight's about the same, but right now if I go off too slow, it lands, it whatever.
You need speed for a certain height of jump. I tell you right now, if we blade that jump, it will chunk out and you'll get into soft snow underneath the crust of ice that's there. You've got like this much competition ice. Then you've got kind of whatever seep through. And then you've got that powdery
It won't work. So we can't make that work. Okay.
Not today.
Wrap a little extra.
What's going on?
Oh, bubble wrap. I always say wrap you in bubble wrap. Oh, there we go. There's the big ones. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. That's where it's at.
And what's the thought behind this?
Common knowing that bubble wrap keeps you safe, man. Look at this. It's fantastic. Wrap myself in bubble wrap and send this jump. All right, we got the bubble wrap in. Here goes nothing. Is that the optimism you wanted?
Yeah, scale of 1 to 10. What are you thinking? Super standing right behind me?
Just let me know where I am. Good.
Yeah. There's a moment of no return.
No, it doesn't. There's not a lot you can say other than what's going to prep me. You know, at the end of the day, like.
That's fine. I'm not looking to say anything unless you wanted to.
No. I want to know because I won't know. If you could say good, edge, or off. 'Cause I'll know which side.
I won't even, yeah, that's fine. Good edge or off.
Good edge off.
Yep.
But if I'm good, just be like good, 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 good.
Yeah.
When I hear good, I'm gonna think, don't turn the wheel all the way so I don't catch this thing on fire.
Okay, wait for my action, okay? Just a second.
Okay, camera's rolling. We're going hot.
Action, action, You okay?
Yep, sorry. I'm stuck.
Fire!
I just got fired. That was not at all what I had expected on the takeoff. I just didn't have enough speed, huh?
Your spin was not, it was probably the slowest spin I've seen yet. Is the issue.
Dan, does anybody want to get the motor over here?
There was a tire that came at me. That was kind of cool.
I didn't have any speed.
Your spin was just super slow. I don't know why. You're dead on. You hit the jump right off the middle.
Thought if I just went a little bit, like if I started earlier, at least I'd have more rotation.
Yeah, I don't really know.
You got the water? What happened?
Yeah, it's running. It's coming over.
Holy shit.
If you'd had the spin that
I
you
think
had
it,
in all your practice.
What? Yeah, why it didn't?
I don't know
I
why
had
it wasn't.
nothing.
James is grabbing tools to take the guard off. But I think it is.
Sorry, man. I'm fine. I know, but that wasn't even. I should have done what Jim DeChamp always says. He's like, send it absolute max chat the first time, and it's either an epic make or an epic fail. That's what Nitro's been based on. I thought trying to get it more of a spin, hitting it a little slower was going to be the safest route to go. So in an attempt to not hurt the Huckster, might have been the reason the Huckster looks like it does. All right, Pastrana, it's go time.
Want another energy drink?
No, I think I'm good. Yep.
It was at this moment that Travis realized he, in fact, did not have enough caffeine. The family Huckster has been returned to glorious perfection, waiting for its next record-breaking opportunity.